see this as an opportunity to connect. And the decision is entirely yours. How do you want to connect?
No, how? There is no disagreement on that, or no two thoughts.
Yes.
But the registration process, there is a deadline. So
Community dialogue space is registered, is my feeling. But other than that, I am requesting you, come colors are beyond Copenhagen, because you have made a very important point, because that will provide some side. But if yours is an important, let us for strategic reasons, register side event. I am requesting you. I am informing you 15 class. I am in agreement with what you have said, or community dialogue space. I am requesting you also parallelly do this. Similarly, ABS related group, there is a group of young lawyers who are working from Cape Town in South Africa. I have requested them, you please register side event. Similarly, UN University, I have told them, please register side event on health, biodiversity, traditional knowledge. I am a kind of a person who provokes action in different parts of the world by different friends like you in this community here. I am requesting this point for you.
Even earlier, when we discussed in the Beyond Copenhagen, we agreed that registration process has to be done independent of what are the exact issues, who are the partners.
Yeah.
Because I would rather prefer that we try to get in touch with others, like the culprit schedules. They have also done work following up the biodiversity issues and the legislation on biodiversity.
Yeah.
Quite
Yes,
so
Ashish Gotari is part of the community dialogue space. He
Ashish
comes.
also know very well.
So ICCA,
We should try to get as many like-minded, overall broadly like-minded groups as possible.
differences will remain, but even when we come,
That's okay.
some issue we will not agree, but let us still have this interaction possible. Here also come for our community dialogue space, one full day. We got quite motivated. So the indigenous cultural group on conservation, we are expanding to the forest department's agenda in North East. So I told him we will do it in 3 sides. This work what we are doing. So this will actually create some kind of synergy.
But in this administrative step can be taken right away.
Yeah.
That registered 2 events. That do not require any other broader decision.
Good.
So that whatever who are the groups as broad a sort of collective
Thank you.
that can continue. And what are the that step is also very important. That we need to identify 2-3 issues which we will focus on and try to come out with some progress, some forward.
One step forward is good enough. Sometimes we plan for several steps. Sometimes we have never made even one step. In fact, Rio was for me not even one step forward. I think for the community they said that we are happy we came, we discussed, we learned. The people, including our Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, they have wasted their time. That's what the communities that made this statement from left for government. They are not very pleased with the outcome because it doesn't mean anything. Even one step forward is not seen.
Any other thought? Some collaboration or any? पहले आप
practical immediate thing is telling about the deadline of 15 July.
हाँ वो तो कर लेते हैं.
But Vijay is asking, are there any other thoughts? Since you have to forgive me, this was an unplanned meeting of mine coming and meeting you. Because Vijay rang me up and said, I want you to come on 11th or on 12th. I said, I am going to Manipur. I will cancel the ticket and go over Delhi. So, in fact, some of the friends in Delhi, they are after me. They are all calling, why you have not come? But anyway, this is a very important.
I think this we agreed that events as
other than this.
Other than this, I think you also have to contribute. But we have also raised some issues here. Maybe one of these, like maybe individual discussion reading hours will also be required. But roughly, how to go towards ensuring the community ownership of the what you call knowledge resources regarding
Overall, technology,
so that
biology.
is part of
We
the
look forward to your input, your team's guidance, in making things happen in the village. That much I can promise you. If what you say makes a sense to the villager, I can promise you it will happen at the village. That much I can guarantee you, and you will see it happening. But it has to make sense to them. We cannot talk among ourselves and make it happen. Okay, I am a process person, it may take a little longer. I am not in a hurry. Let us make an attempt to get these things discussed by them, and if they are able to understand, they will do it.
And also, if you can, like, we know a few books or networks, you can suggest others so that instead of making it a process of either just two networks, if we can broaden this. Because if we
In
have
fact, that goes without saying. The Kanyakumari meeting, Kanyakumari meeting.
That I have not shared yet, so I don't go to.
So the Kanyakumari meeting
No.
is one step which I wanted to mention. There is going to be a national election in the country in 2014. Unless something else happens, it has to happen. So can we start thinking in terms of identifying these other networks where we get the people to say what they expect the national government to be doing, addressing. We will enable the different stakeholders and identify them to be doing that, and also it requires a lot of media support. So I have told him I can get people in South to walk the distance by having meetings in different parts and also cycling. These two are possible, which they are quite familiar with. Walking, Padayatra and cycling yatra, they are good. So we can make it happen in South. I don't know about other regions, but let us initiate that process.
But that he has suggested that this inclusive banner of WSL, in that we have our this Green Democracy Movement, Harit Swaraj camp. He says it should be a 3-day camp of South Indian groups and movements and individuals. Even political party people in their individual capacity can join. And there we draft a kind of, or start drafting the process of People's Manifesto, which is our WSF, BK as the loose banners, and content is Green Democracy. That's the idea. And he says 3 days camp is there, and people come with their own money or their institutional money. And for 1 day he will sponsor the local hospitality, he meaning his team, and other 2 days we have to, for joint ownership, we should have other organizations.
If somebody is talking about unorganized labor, that's a very good issue because urban poor. Let them contribute for 1 day, so that it becomes their day. And the farmers, let them contribute 1 day. Like that, even that 1 day, maybe another group can also partially contribute. We don't know how the capacities of different networks are. Some of them may be able to do it, some of them may not be able to do it.
as a concrete step today I suggest, because a lot of thoughts have been concrete step, only 2 side events will illustrate that we all agree.
Yeah.
That's a simple step.
Yeah.
2 different organization name to illustrate.
Yeah.
Second is we will start communicating right from today or tomorrow to networks that we know which are worked with these issues. And third, I think for our own benefit, all means those are of us in Delhi, some of us are peripherally aware of, some of us are not aware of, to have a meeting, a little detailed meeting with groups who are in Delhi or neighborhood to identify what are the issues, because 2 issues I raised, but it might not be that everyone feels those 2 are the critical issues. So
let's have Asim and Ashish and Soumya Datta make a
let's have
presentation.
a larger discussion.
No. For larger group is there, and 3 of you initiate issues at proper level.
Like I am very clear, one of the issues that I would like to use there as one area that we take up is the interlinkages between biodiversity and energy, biodiversity and food security, and how these influence each other, these are very clear areas. So that's one area that we need to take up. There are other areas, like legislative action, that's another area, but I don't know whether anyone here has any competence to work on that. We don't have.
But if we can put this idea, so for example, legislative action, we can identify, there is a young lawyer forum in Bangalore. We can connect these issues to them and get them to raise such issues. So,
से आपका कितना
बैंगलोर वाला वो बहुत बढ़िया है ऑल्टरनेटिव लॉ we are talking about
alternative law
they are a committed group brilliant group and group well
and sincere
and
people.
also
So that's why
very
let's bring these networks together. Together means in consultative form. Not that some network we are creating.
No,
In consultation.
we will remain independent of each other.
It's very important that
Autonomy,
what is
all that is there. What I am requesting is let us agree that we will make one step forward, agree to meet. That's all my request. After that, we can discuss the next step.
we communicate to these other networks that we know and suggest that these few areas we thought of, whether they think some of this and then have a discussion here in Delhi or New and later. So that this comes out as a collective decision. Good, it's common
So,
sense.
So in
any
principle,
last minute thoughts? Usually, Raju?
राजवीर तो बहुत खुशी होंगे आके वो किसानों को सुनेंगे अपने राय भी देंगे तो वो तो बहुत खुशी होंगे कन्याकुमारी जब आएंगे मेरे घर भी आ सकते हैं
कन्याकुमारी से
Odisha,
I stay in Bangalore, but I am suggesting for very
your university
emotional
and
reason.
some other
it's a
university.
tip of the country.
Asif, if you could go over
we have been to Kन्याकुमारी
Odisha University,
Puramla.
Ravinsha and
Number of our friends are active. Brother David,
two of you together
earlier,
and talk to
earlier.
the professor there.
Yes, Brother David is part of our network. From that time,
Not much
he
great
see.
earth-shaking, but if they are willing. I was saying in our network, whatever context we have, Dr. Ansari and Asif will do in the Odisha universities. Similarly here we will approach the environment and science policy and biology departments, botany departments, and then see who are the people interested in our
in the context of local health tradition if you include the tribal thing Odisha universities have not done very conservative but I think that I don't know if you could go to the tribal research institute in Kerala they have been documenting that's a brilliant institution. So have they documented or doing some work on the healing tradition of Adivasi?
Based in Bhubaneswar.
Anybody has any idea? Vasvi has done some documentation in Jharkhand.
There's a tribal research institute.
What about
I will get them
Sanjay
connected.
Basumali?
I'll get to
There
I
is,
can talk to them.
I don't think
yeah,
Because
they
they
have
are
worked
there
on,
in
I'm not sure.
yeah.
More than very well.
Someone go to
And this documentation of tribal languages by Ganesh Devi, has he done on these knowledge systems also? No idea.
but he is so low.
जो सुमन
Not
आई
that sensible. But he will connect me to the
संजय बसुमली का
he keeps going.
पर मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ टाइम आप कर लेंगे फॉर्म में
Whether they are done, but I'm not sure.
I think here you can get an aid.
I'll contact.
So we all thank each other and especially thank Hariram Murthy who found time and changed his schedule and came, and also Soumya Datta who has been doing these things very actively and came just today morning from outside. So thank you all, and now we just relax and have something to eat.